My name is Tecola Olson. I'm 35 years old. I was diagnosed with bipolar, PTSD, and anxiety. I was diagnosed 3 years ago, but I believe I have had it since I was probably 11. There was a lot of disorganization in our household. I had to keep that inside. We weren't really allowed to express ourselves, and I just had a lot of secrets that I kept inside that I didn't know how to talk to anybody about. I started to not feel like myself after I had my last child. At first, the doctor told me it was postpartum depression, and I just felt like that wasn't it. I was angry at everyone in my life, in the house. I couldn't hold friendships with people that really cared, that were really good friends. I kind of just pushed them away. I pretty much didn't want to live anymore. I felt like I didn't have a purpose to even be here, where I just felt like I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing in my life. It just felt chaotic. I remember I was standing in the bathroom really upset because my husband and I had gotten in an argument and he had left, and I just said, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I can't do anything right. For some reason, he came back to the house, and I had already decided that maybe I'm just gonna hang myself in my front yard. He came back to talk to me for a second, and then he left to go to work, and I went to work. And so I got up and went to tell my supervisor, I think I need to go to the hospital. I thought, I need to do this because something is seriously wrong. And part of it was mainly I need to do it for my kids. I was thinking that if I did just do what I wanted to do that morning, my kids would be sad. They, like, how am I changing their lives if that happens? And I think I just want to be an example that, you know, if something's wrong, reach out and just go get help. I think I just kind of finally just wanted to get help once and for all.
If you're struggling with depression, if you're struggling with anxiety, if you're struggling with life, you've got to tell someone. You've got to tell someone. Everything begins by just telling one person what's going on and to be honest about it. There's a lot of people who will help. There's a community of people who will help you if you just speak up.
The Healing Space campaign that the Miller-Dwan Foundation is currently undertaking is to raise money to completely transform the space and care program in the adult inpatient behavioral health unit located in the Miller-Dwan building of Essentia Health. The adult inpatient unit is the largest behavioral health unit in our area, and it sees patients not only from our community, from all over the state.
We estimate that there's about 6,000 patients a year that are served in our adult unit. The need for beds far exceeds our capacity to meet that need. We've got, in our emergency department, we average about 4 to 5 patients needing services per day, waiting for a bed. The old environment and the old unit, that environment was stark. It was almost corrections feel. It's a different feel from the high security approach that we took before. In our new unit, we are still able to offer that high security, but in a more home-like setting. It's huge. It's huge.
When we're talking about behavioral health, the components that allow for great healing are space and specially trained staff. So we're at this point in time where there's a greater understanding of those two things being brought together to provide optimal outcomes.
In this new environment, in their new remodel that I see coming up, it's a beautiful feel. It really incorporates the views of the lake. It incorporates the art of our region. It brings in the outdoors inside.
Well, the space that we're in really contributes to our health and our well-being, and the more comforting and soothing a space is, the easier it is for people to focus on their healing and to give them the tools that they need holistically to really address all aspects of their health. And I think that this renovation will give us so many more tools and spaces to be able to do that.
For the first time ever, there will be dedicated spaces for evidence-based group therapy. There will be dedicated space for spiritual care. There will be an exercise and movement therapy space, art therapy. There's also an OT space as well, which is hugely important in behavioral health care. The other really great thing that will be added is actually space for families.
What surrounds the patient as they try to find healing is their environment, and their environment is a huge tool in care of the patient. Finally, we get to take pride in bringing the best science that we have in behavioral health, and we get to bring it to Duluth.
I think the new space just means that we are on the cutting edge with everything we do. With the addition of the sensory rooms, the exercise room, a spirituality center, we really can be holistic providers.
We want those patients walking out of the door with a sense of hope, and we want their families to have that same sense of hope.
The first day when I was admitted, I felt like I wanted to turn around and run away. And I still just kept telling myself, it's okay, you need to do this. And everybody was just so kind. The doctors, the psychiatrists, feeling like there's hope. You're gonna get through this. Like I believed in myself. I think today I feel really good. Everything's kind of going the way I want it. I feel happy about life. I know it's not gonna be perfect, but it's what I make of it. I think my message is if you feel sad, you feel angry, you feel lost, if you feel like there's only one option, that one option is to just go get help. I'm happy that I am where I'm at.
We're all one event away from being a patient on that unit, from having to go see the psychiatrist, from having to go see the therapist every week. We're one event away.
We need our community's help to make these projects happen. We need our community's help to change people's lives.
Being able to donate to this project makes a really big impact in a lot of people's lives. We see a lot of people come through our doors in a year, and I don't think any of us go untouched by that.
Our community is judged by how we treat the least among us, our most vulnerable among us. And I'm humbled and I love this community because over and over again it has stepped up to the plate when we've asked it to.
It is truly the most important project that we have going on right now. It touches thousands of lives each year. It saves people's lives each year. And you can look around the room, and I know there are people who have experienced this unit either personally or through a family member, and they will tell you, if they could, that this makes a huge difference.
The Miller-Dwan Foundation saw yet another need in our community and stepped up to the plate. I'm so humbled by that. Makes me proud.
I work at a place where I get to meet really great people and do great things for others. Not everybody gets to do that. And to be able to come into work one day and watch someone feel really good about giving a gift that's gonna change someone's life, that's a great day.